Hi, how are you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. As always, happy and safe at home. Thank you so much for all the love and feedback for World of Upbringing and its initiatives. Really means a lot to us. Thank you so much. So, today it's all about how do we handle this present work crisis. Yes, layoffs. A lot of people are going through this. I've had many clients who've gone through this, are going through this, and their mental health has been affected a lot. So, how do we handle this? Is this something new? Is this something handleable? Can we avoid this? How do we face this? What is the answers to these questions? The answer to all these questions is a big yes. Yes, all this can be faced, and all this can be faced very, very gracefully when you are equipped with right knowledge. Yes, it's not easy, it's certainly painful because half of our life is dependent on our work. Somewhere a person's identity is dependent on this work. We know many people by their profession. We regard people for their work. So when they lose the work or when they lose their profession, it's not easy. Sometimes people feel that they've lost their identity. They have lost their respect from people in the family or outside. They feel very low. Their self-esteem is hurt because we're not prepared for this. We are in shock. Anger, stress, anxiety, depression, everything takes over. The external factors takes over our life. We don't have control towards our life. Sad, isn't it? Shouldn't you be the controller of your own life, not any life situations? So what do we do? What should we do? How do we prepare ourselves? So, let's begin this journey of pink slip to salary slip. May you never fail, or may you never fall in this pit of pink slip. That's my wish from the bottom of the heart. But life is certainly uncertain, and you got to be facing every scenario positively and courageously, because that's life. You cannot avoid it, you cannot run from it, but face it. So let's begin this journey, and I'm here with you. I will help you out. I'll tell you a small process that will help you face this scenario or groom yourself for a better career. Few years back, in the month of June 2016, I faced the same scenario. It was like on the verge that I was about to get laid off. It was very painful to even know that my whole efforts were into futile. People were ready to move out high paid salary. They were not recognizing the work that we did. And it was traumatizing actually. And after a lot of conversations, lot of dilemma, lot of pros and cons, and lot of stress, mental stress, to an extent where this work problem, the work crisis, or the stress at work started impacting my physical and mental health, my relationship with my partner, my relationship with my parents, my in-laws, my family, my friends. When all this got impacted, I thought it's not worth it. It's not worth it to go through the stress, go through so much pain that it reflects my actions, impact everybody around. That's when I decided Whether they lay me off or not, I will put on my papers. Yes, I didn't have any plans. I didn't know what to do. I was just cautious that I wanted my relationships to be fine, healthy. I want myself to be healthy, and that was the only reason why I had put on my papers. I had a lot of financial commitments, a lot of problems. I didn't know where my life was heading to. It was scary, but I had to do it because I prioritized my life, my health over the work. I know this is just one job, and this will not define my life. I will define my life. And at that instinct, I it was not impulsive, but it was an overnight decision. One day I went back home, I thought about it. Next day morning, I came back to office and gave my resignation email. I had to do it. I had to take that courage. Maybe so was you. Next day morning, you get up and you saw that email. Yes, there is a difference when I have taken a decision for myself and if somebody else has given that decision for me. Totally different, yes. But somewhere we are all in the same scenarios because the next day we all don't have a job. The month end, the salary is not going to get credited. And even I had to face it. And I have to face it for so many months. That's when I felt I did a good decision because after that night, after that day, I know I can heal my physical and mental health. I can heal my relationships. I can give back the time that I had to give it to them. I can help my parents. I can help my in-laws. Everybody. Because that was my priority. So today, life till now has not been easy. But I have always moved ahead with positivity. Taken every step towards this healing as well as grooming my career. So, the journey of pink slip to salary slip. This is how it has been for me. So, I'm going to here tell you a small process for all those people who are going through layoff or you might not want to fall in this pit in future. You can all continue following this process in your career life. It's like a simple process that needs to be implied continuously and religiously. Much needed to ensure you hold your career in your hands. Because nobody else can define who you are, what you are. Yes, there are at times when managements take decisions, companies take decisions, but you need to have your career in your hands. Nobody else should have any say, and for that, you got to equip yourself with skills and knowledge. That will give you confidence. So, for people who are already going through this, I'm sorry, but I don't feel pity for you. But I feel bad, I empathize with you, but I want you to push yourself and take that next step today to calm yourself down. Yes, enough of cripping, enough of feeling low, enough of resorting to negative distractions in terms of healing, which is not giving you any kind of healing. You got to step back, pause yourself, calm yourself, and give yourself a day or two from all these thoughts. Do not think about your work. Do not think about anything that has happened to you. Pause, give yourself a break. Yes. What I did was 3 days of time I took. For me, therapy is mostly cleaning the whole house. I will start organizing things. I will start organizing my wardrobes, cleaning my whole house, setting it up in a different manner. That's therapy to me. Do something that will give healing to you, that will relax you, that will give clarity of thoughts. Yes, you need to do that at the first step. Give yourself 2 or 3 days of time. This is needed. Work will come, money will come, but for that you need to have clarity of thoughts. So you need to stop, pause, and reflect. Reflect what is happening, embrace what is happening, hug what is happening. Yes, you need to hug it out. You need to hug whatever is happening in your life currently. Then, when you're all clear, when you're all calm, I want you to do one thing. Yes, on the parallelly, you would have uploaded resumes on different job portals. You're waiting for your employers to call back to you. Yes, everything is fine. Let it go. However it is. On the other side, I want you to do one thing. Take a paper. This process is what I started doing initially when I didn't have anything. Take a paper and pen and randomly write whatever you know, whatever skills you know, whatever knowledge you know, whatever topics, subject matter expertise you have. Write it in a paper. Just randomly you write. Say for instance, I had the knowledge of content, digital marketing. I had the profession of media management, professional and educational skills. I knew different languages. So what I did was, I took a paper and I wrote different types of things that I know. Say for instance, for content, I know about content writing, content development, content research. And with digital marketing, I could be a Facebook specialist or a marketing Instagram specialist with less experience, definitely. Or I knew different languages. I knew English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu. I could speak few. I could read, write, and speak few. For few, I could just read and speak. So I just categorized. I just wrote randomly. These are the skills that I know. These are the skills that I can make the best use of. When you do this, what are you looking at? So what is this helping you out? You give a clarity of thought saying, beside the job profile that you are currently doing before this layoff, you also have so many other skills in your bucket. So this will help you to look the current picture with a broader perspective. Once you do this, categorize these all these different skills or knowledge that you have into few buckets. Saying for me, I had content as one bucket, digital marketing as one bucket, writing as one bucket, and then I have languages as one bucket. So when it comes to writing, what can I write? Can I write a book? No. Currently I can't write a book, but I can write blogs, I can write feature articles, I can write resumes, I can help people with their own books, content editing. So many things I had opportunities. So when it comes to digital marketing, what can I do? I can help people, I can teach people digital marketing. I can help people establish their basic foundation in the social media platform. I can help people know what kind of posts they can put at what time, in what scenario they can put. With respect to languages, what could I do? I could do so much. I can teach somebody English. I can help people in communication skills. I can tell people what is more important, why is language important. So this helped me to look at different job profiles that I got, other than the one single profile that had been working for past 1.5 years or 3 years or 4 years, whatever it was. So once you bucket this out, next step is to create resumes. Yes, resumes, not resume. You got to be creating multiple resumes for multiple different skills that you have. In the present scenario, you cannot work with one resume that is common for all. You got to have multiple resumes for different skills, for different subject matter expertise, for different areas, that everything you need to know. Different skills, different resumes. That's the whole funda in the present times. Go and do a little research. What is the need? What is the current need? What are the companies looking for? So once you look at this, you can tweak your every resume as per the needs of the company, as per the needs of the domain, as per the needs of the industry. That is more important. Because once you satisfy the industry, you satisfy the domain, and satisfy the job, job profile or the company, you will anyways get a job, right? So once you start doing this, you will have multiple avenues. In this process, you are creating opportunities for yourself. You're not waiting for somebody to come and say, okay, say hi, tomorrow you have an interview. No, you are seeking opportunity. The opportunities are there for you. You need to create opportunities for yourself. So once you tweak and create different resumes, say 4 or 5 resumes, you will have multiple opportunities, right? Where in a place where you could just apply for 10 jobs, now you could apply for 40-50 jobs. The probability of getting a job gets higher. So this process, once you start doing this, you will have clarity of thoughts. You will know what needs to be done next. So if you're going through a layoff, please step back and try to implement this process. While you do this process, I would also request you to update yourself with recent technology or whatever is needed for your domain, the important knowledge. The updated knowledge is always more given weightage than experience. Knowledge matters. So for those people who are not in this bucket of layoff, but I'm sure nobody would want to go into this in the future, there are 2 things I want to tell you. If you have a job right now, ensure you are the go-to person for any skill at least. See, everybody can't do everything, but everybody can be an expert in something. You got to be an expert in something or the other. Even it can be a small aspect of your job. It's okay, but you got to be the person. You got to be the person. If some crisis in that area comes, people come to you. You got to be the expert in it. You got to upskill yourself with different areas that is needed in the current times to ensure you stick to your job. To ensure tomorrow if this job goes, you're confident and you're gracefully accepting it and you're able to moving ahead and seeking the next step. Upskilling is very important. It's just like brushing your teeth. It has to be that lame and that simple that it is part of your system. That is more important. Reading, knowledge, being updated. Yes, you got to be passionate in something, and not just passionate. I sometimes feel being passionate is overrated. Yes, the curiosity and the passion along with self-discipline matters. Yes, when you make it a habit, say instead every day you're going to read for an hour to know what is happening in the current times, to gain more knowledge or do some course, it becomes a religious discipline. A disciplined way of learning will help you to bring this passion to the next level, to ensure this passion never dies for your expertise, the passion to learn, passion to more give in. That is more important. Passion along with self-discipline. This is needed. On that note, I would say to all the people, don't ensure that your professional life doesn't impact your mental health. There is not just one job that you're currently doing. There are a lot of jobs outside. Don't allow your professional life to define you. That's not your identity. Your identity is for the person you are. That is more important. For the core personality you are. That is more important. Job will come, job will go. It's the same thing. The people around you, the relationships around you, the people who matters to you, that is more important. What matters to you, more important. I understand financial commitments everybody will have. But if you're constantly worrying, nothing is going to happen. You're not going to find a solution if you're in the worry mode. You got to pause, you got to introspect, and and you got to think what needs to be done. As I said in the video, you got to pause and you got to reflect and follow that simple process continuously, religiously throughout your career life. Every now and then you got to do this process to yourself, upskill yourself and stay updated. Tomorrow suddenly if something happens, you're confident, you'll be like, okay fine, this has happened, I'm going to move to the next step. Knowledge, upskilling is what is going to give you the confidence at the end of the day. Nothing else is going to give you. Ensure you have a good physical and mental health. Just because work is gone, a job is gone, don't impact your mental health. I've seen a lot of people, they're losing their life, they're feeling very depressed, constantly consuming alcohol, doing wrong things. Not good. It's not helping you in any way. There is no point in resorting to all those things. You got to have a good lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. Get up early every day, go for a walk, go exercise, gym, whatever it is. Do it. Eat properly, give good nutrition, drink lots of water, sleep well. Be with your family. Don't get yourself aloof. That is not going to help you. They are there to help you. Talk to them or tell them you need just little time and you'll be back. Talk. Don't put them into any hide and seek situation. They are also equally feeling bad for you. They want to be there with you, but they don't know how to help you. So tell them and ask them how they can help you. This is going to be a very collective process. You cannot do this alone. You need to have some help. You need to take some support system. And there is nothing wrong in that. There is nothing to feel guilty about. You got to be more and more open. Embrace the situation. That is my point. That is when this journey of pink slip to salary slip is going to be successful. When you get a job, you got to be healthier to accept the job. If you spoil your life, if you spoil your health in this process, in this time when you don't have a job, till the time you get a job. Imagine you get a job today and you're sick. You can't join immediately. What is going to happen? You don't know. You might not get another job. You might not get another job immediately. So, I want everybody to have a good health, good mental and physical health. Don't impact your health at any cost. Job is going to come. It's going to happen to you. It's just a matter of time. Please do follow the simple procedures that I have told and it's going to help you out. I'm sure because it has helped me and few other people who have taken up this process. I'm sure this will help you also. On that note, thank you so much for listening to this video. Please do share and subscribe to our channel and share it to many people. You don't know who is going through this pain. Somebody somewhere has to listen to this. Is definitely need this motivation, needs this push. Maybe they don't know which direction to go. Maybe this will show them this direction. So I request everybody to share this video as much as possible so that many people are benefited. If somebody wants to connect with us and talk to us personally on a one-on-one basis, you can connect with us. Our contact details are given in the description and we are available anytime. You can schedule our calls and we can help you as much as possible. Thank you so much. Don't worry, this is just a job and you're going to get another job very soon. Life is coming back to normal very soon. Be confident about it. You got to constantly say this to yourself. Everything is going to be okay. You got to face it. You got to face this. Thank you so much. Have a great day.